So I got sick with the common cold last week. Slightly before I was sick, I was at Target. And I don't know what it is, but Target always seems to be filled to the brim with the structure deck Saga of the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Even when other products are gone from existence, somehow this is always there. My initial thought behind this was that they must be trying to clear inventory that's been stockpiled for ages from other vendors. That's why you see these value packs as well. But I realized that no, that can't possibly be right. There's just far too much inventory that they get to even qualify for that to be an answer. I can't even find the value boxes anymore. But I can sure as fuck find the Saga of Blue Eyes White Dragon. Here's a copy of that structure deck that I bought in 2019 at the WCQ at the side event. It was either do Blue Eyes or Salamangreats, which I was already playing Salad at the time, so Blue Eyes it was. The pace of the game was so slow it made me appreciate the modern format. Where I'm going with this is, I have not opened this since 2019. I already bought it back in 2016, I think. There's no point in me opening it back up because I already have all the cards I need from it. And I have upgrades for it anyways. What I find interesting is that this deck was released in 2013, 10 years ago. And yet, the stores are always packed with them. And not just department stores like Target and Walmart, by the way. The local stores, the local game shops, are also stocked with them constantly. So I did a bit of digging, and I found this Reddit post, which I'm gonna read some of the comments to you. The post title is, "My Target just got flooded with Blue Eyes structure decks." This is a comment from the original poster saying, "This deck must really sell like crazy considering how often they reprint for the past 9 years. I can read, I promise. It really doesn't seem necessary at this point." Someone commented, Target CEO is set. It's supposed to be Seto Kaiba, but I'm guessing autocorrect is correcting Seto to September. Anyways, Target CEO is Seto Kaiba confirmed. We should keep an eye open for little brother, on the little brother, if he has one. Another comment reads, "It kind of makes sense. If someone walked past this section and played Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid, there's a 99% chance they're taking the Blue Eyes structure deck. I bet these will sell just fine." So the general idea is that someone who played Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid will see the structure decks and gain some kind of interest in the game out of nostalgia. Which, if you look at how many Blue Eyes players are on a Master Duel, that does make a bit of sense. But I do have a couple problems with this line of logic. The first one being that the people who are trying to play Blue Eyes out of nostalgia are more liable to look up a deck list on YouTube as an entry point to join the game competitively. But if they're trying to meet up with a few friends for some old school Yu-Gi-Oh!, I think they're more likely to pick up the deck that they built 10 years ago than to buy a structure deck from Target. But if they got rid of that deck that they built 10 years ago, then this is the route for them. But I think there is a market for the structure deck 10 years after release. The first one being parents who are still trying to go to their local tournaments, but also have a kid to take care of and want to include their kid into the tournament. And they want to give them some type of deck. So they just end up playing basically the structure deck. While on the subject, while anyone else is dueling a tiny child at their locals, do you still feel like shit no matter what happens? Sure, you have a better chance at prize support, but you still feel awful about it. Just basically steamrolling over this kid, just playing the structure deck. But if you let the kid win, you know that they're gonna be steamrolled by someone else. But back to the subject at hand, the other market that this is for are for the people who are just getting into the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime for the first time. And really getting into it. And then buying the structure deck to be like Kaiba. You know, the same feeling that we had when we were kids. I found such an example right here on YouTube while I was digging around. Mostly I found videos with claiming the structure deck to be new, which it's not, and someone buying the structure deck again for some reason. 3 of them. But this one video stuck out to me, and this video I think is wholesome. Like, it made my day. It's a 2-minute long video. I'm gonna link it down below or at the end of this video, but I'm willing to bet it's gonna make your day too. Just the enthusiasm and the excitement presented in the video kind of reminds me of when we were kids, and that makes it worthwhile, I think. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have your own theory of why Konami keeps reprinting this structure deck, let me know down below. And while you're down there, subscribe to the channel. My name is Vincent. I am the Race Duelist. Goodbye.